it's about 18 hours since we started our tea. I'm gonna add our fermented plant juice. Not much. I don't add much sugar anymore. I think on our last video I added quite a bit more sugar. But the more I learn, the more I realize a little bit goes a long way. We're just trying to multiply the biology. We're not really trying to make a super slurry like I think I used to say about making compost teas. So that was 1 teaspoon, so I added half a teaspoon per gallon of our fermented plant juice. Disclaimer, if you are making compost tea and you do want to add a carbohydrate, the gold standard right now is fish hydrolysate. You can order that online. We just haven't made any yet. I really like using only things we can make to a certain degree. Some of the mineral stuff we can't make here on the farm, but for a sugar source, the fermented plant juice is awesome. Comfrey is a good plant to use for fermented plant juice, and you can really go down the rabbit hole with FPJ and Korean natural farming. But it's been my favorite sugar source to use. I experimented with a bunch of different types of molasses, but sometimes the tea would start to smell like overly sweet, kind of almost like a sweet alcohol, like a hard cider. I never saw any bad effect on the plants from using it, but using less sugar and a more complex sugar like the fish hydrolysate is a good option if you're looking to use a sugar. But you don't need one. You can just aerate your tea for 24 hours and that works just fine as well. So we're going to let that brew for a few more hours. I'll come back, filter it, and we'll give a foliar feed. Hey, we're back to finish with our tea. I used a bubble bag. That's for making bubble hash, but it works awesome for filtering teas. Just put it in a 5-gallon bucket. Pull our heater and air stone. Oops. If you're just using a watering can to water in, you don't need to filter it, but I highly encourage you to give it as a foliar feed. And in that case, you definitely want to filter it. This is the 175 micron bag. So it does a really good job of filtering out all the fine particles so it doesn't clog up your sprayer. And in the summertime, when we have stuff growing, whatever's left in the bag, I'll go around and top dress a plant that's maybe not as happy as the others, and this will bring it right back. But now that it's winter time, I'm just gonna go give it back to the worms. They can reprocess it. We'll use it for another tea at some point. And that's it. That's our finished tea. We're gonna go use it right away. You can use just a sprayer like this for houseplants is awesome. Outside I use a backpack sprayer, or you can just throw a pump in there and use a hose and water it in like that. Thanks for watching.